everyone, welcome back. I got a request to, a couple requests to film a get ready with me. Haven't done one in a while, and I have to use my ring light because I could not get the lighting right, and it was so frustrating. So it's super bright. Yeah, I haven't put on makeup in a week, and I am excited to do so. Of course, need to pull my hair back, checking for any hairs or zits or anything, you know. But now that I checked over my face and made my nose super red because I plucked some internal hairs, which is disgusting, I know. It just happens. Oh my Lanta. Okay, reasons why I'm getting ready. Well, reason is because I have my 10-year class reunion this weekend from high school, and that's tomorrow night. We also have our nephew's birthday party tomorrow before that, and then we have like my reunion thing following that. So busy day. Well, afternoon, tomorrow we have going on. And so tonight is the football game, and it's the homecoming football game. We decided we're gonna go. I know people that are going, and so we're going. All the kids are going. We're not gonna be there the whole game because that just sounds exhausting. I'm just doing a little bit of this. I have like 2 dry spots before putting on makeup. Because I hydrated this morning, but that's basically, okay, so I use like lotion as my primer because I'm too cheap to go buy a primer. Whoa! I'm too cheap to buy a primer. So, hence that. We gotta raise this up a little bit. And so I have that. The homecoming game is tonight. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't even know what I'm gonna be wearing tomorrow. I have no idea. I just now today started thinking about it, which is super last minute. Maverick, I laid upstairs with him for a little bit because I was tired, and I tried to get him to take a nap. Didn't happen. So maybe he'll fall asleep. He's watching Toy Story right now. But we had some one-on-one time. We played in the loft, and while Navy was awake, we all played, and then I played a little bit more. Laid down with them. Savannah's at school. Fridays, Maverick doesn't have school. We have like a kind of a slower paced day on Fridays just because I don't have to run around, even though I did have errands this morning. I had a Walmart pickup order, and then I also had to get my prescription at the pharmacy and get gas because I had 1 bar, 40 miles till empty. So I got gas because we got some driving to do this weekend, back and forth with all of the activities going on. I was going to paint the dresser that we got for baby boy today. However, I just didn't have time for it. And tonight's going to take a lot out of me. Tomorrow's going to take a lot out of me. I might paint it like tomorrow morning. I decided I'm going to paint it black. I can't remember if I shared that or not. And Zach took all the hardware off for me last night. And I've just been so exhausted physically and mentally, just the running back and forth, you know, because I take Maverick to school in the mornings, and then you found Spider-Man? Sweet. Oh, nice. You know, because I run back and forth, like I wake up, like I'm constantly, the mornings are just so busy, and then after Navy and I take Maverick to school, we come home, getting all the things done, one-on-one time. By the time I get to sit down for like 5 minutes to relax, I got to get ready to go get him, or, you know, I have other errands that I have to drop or pick up stuff, and it can just be a lot. And so by Thursday, my body is just so tired, like my stomach hurts, and I'm just exhausted where I just want to sleep the entire time, but I don't sleep. Can't remember the last time I actually took a nap. I think the last time I took a nap was right after I had Navy. And what are they barking at? those dogs, let me know if anybody else's dogs, like my dogs are so high maintenance, like they act like if they're outside for more than 5 minutes, their world is going to end. I'm not kidding. My dogs they go outside and go to the bathroom, and then they have to come right back in. They cannot be outside for more than 5 minutes without freaking out. And it's not raining. Well, it was raining earlier, but it's dry now. It's not cold outside. There's nobody out there. It's not snowing, and it's not hot. It's like 60-some degrees. Perfect temperature. The chair that I'm sitting in is so squeaky. It's driving me crazy. Like, just, you hear that? I'm barely moving. And it's just squeaking. Drives me nuts. I can tell it's the weekend also because I feel like other stay-at-home moms will relate. I feel like I'm losing my patience. Using the palette I got from TJ Maxx for cheap a couple weeks ago. But I feel like I'm just losing my patience because I like to have, and you guys, I've talked about this, having an hour or two at least to myself once a week is so important, and that always happens on the weekends because we're so busy during the week. And I do get a little bit of time to myself when Savannah's in tumbling, but I'm always working on something, and so I'm busy. Like, I bring my laptop with me. I work in the parking lot because there's nowhere where we can sit inside. So I'm working on my laptop, and it's not necessarily a break, you know, not a release and getting to kind of chill out and, or, you know, do what I want to do on my own time because, you know, she's in her class, so it's only lasts for so long, and so I need that time to myself, and I will be getting that time. I'll be getting that time tomorrow night with the reunion thing because my kids will be home and my parents will be watching them because it'll be bedtime. It just makes sense easier that way because they'll be in bed then or almost asleep when we get home, because it's not gonna be like a late night, but it'll be good to just get out, to be around other adults. And I don't know, I'm interested to just see, you know, it's just something different to do. And Zach and I get out of the house and we're going together, which is nice. And I have some friends that I'm friends with now that one of my friends is going, that I graduated from high school. She was in my wedding, and we have kids the same age, like not Savannah's age, but the other one's lower. Yeah, so that's nice. It'll be a good, fun time. I don't know if I ever updated you guys. The TJ Maxx liquid liner that I got, that was $2.99, works. It came in a 2-pack, and I'm so glad that I got it because it's $2.99. The one that I was using from Tarte, it's called Man Eater, is like $40. I will say it does go on thicker, that does, and this goes on pretty thin, but for $2.99, I mean, I'm saving a lot of money, but I have to be a lot more precise when I use this. And I have to really, really be paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to eat for dinner tonight. I can't even see what time it is because my ring light is so bright. And I'm like, you know, squinting an eye and doing this. Might make breakfast casserole. I don't know. The game is at 7. However, homecoming festivities and wanting to see everything. What, bud? Wow, good job. However, all the festivities and stuff will, for the football game, will start at like 6 or 6:30. Probably get there like before 6:30 because I know Savannah will want to see all of that, and she might see some of her friends from school, which I know she'll love and think that's really cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend. Zach has details on Sunday. He still does that on the side as well. He's such a hard worker, you guys. He really is. Love him so much. Whew, okay. I like to put a little bit then on the bottom. Just a little bit. That tickles on that bottom lash line. I'll tell you, it definitely tickles. And then I like to use this brush. It's very fine, and I'll show you when I'm done doing this, just so it doesn't look so liquid eyeliner-ish, you know, because when you use liquid eyeliner, it can go on really harsh and look drawn on kind of look. I mean, obviously it's drawn on no matter what eyeliner you put on, but I like it to look not completely that way, if that makes sense. I used to be super into makeup back in the 2015-16 era, you know, back when the beauty community on YouTube was big. And I actually never really watched YouTube before then, which is weird to say. Maybe I did when I had like sleepovers, like we would watch Jenna Marbles. And there was also this one guy that would make videos of his brother like freaking out, like for prank videos. Waffle Pond, I think is what it was called actually. And so we would watch it for like funny stuff YouTube, but we wouldn't watch it for, you know, anything other than that. I wouldn't anyways. And so when I, you know, I started to try to get into makeup, I searched it on YouTube, and that's where I found you know, beauty influencers. That's where I found like Jaclyn Hill and I think Nikki Tutorials, Toddy, all of them, making makeup videos. And that's where I learned a lot, and I spent so much freaking money, my Lanta. Wish I could get some of that back. Spent so much money in makeup palettes and shoes back then, because I was working at the shoe store while I was in college, and so I was spending a lot of my money on shoes and that. And the shoes were like, you know, specialty shoes, so they're pretty expensive. And they're not like brands a lot of people hear about, but they're really comfortable, expensive shoes. And we got a discount, but still, I mean, it would adds up when you have like 10 pair on layaway. No joke, 10 pair on layaway. Like I said, if I could go back in time, or if I could discover Dave Ramsey or any like financial people like that back in the day, oh my Lanta. You know, a lot, because a lot of people say, oh, you know, go through life, you don't have regrets. And if I had to have one regret, I don't know why I said it like that, one regret in life, it would be to like find all of the financial education people that I watched today 10 years ago. I would have loved to have found them 10 years ago. I would say I've made like smartish decisions. You know, you say smartish, but not terrible. But if I would have found them back 10 years ago, like I said, oh my gosh, I would have saved so much more money. I would have bought half as many shoes as I really bought, half as much makeup as I really bought, and I would have more money than I have today. Just saying. And I'm just being realistic. Like, you know, you live and you learn. That's how you really, I mean, it's how you learn. Or you can learn from others' mistakes, which I like watching. A lot of people ask me like what I watch. I do watch a lot of fellow mom creators when I get the chance, but I also watch, what am I grabbing? I'm curling my eyelashes, but I need to spray this before I do that. But I also watch a lot of educational stuff on YouTube. I like watching, oh, what's his name? Caleb Hammer. He does financial audits on YouTube, and oh my gosh, I've been watching him all year, all of 2022. And I think all of 2022. And he, you know, he has guests on there and goes through their debt. He goes through, asks them how old they are, what they do for a living, how much money they make per month, or what their salary is or whatever. And then they go through all of their debts, like whether it's credit card, student loan, mortgage, vehicles, whatever. And wow, good job. That looks awesome, bud. He goes through all of that, and then he will go through like what their other expenses are and such. And it sounds like a lot of numbers and such, but I mean, there's more. Obviously, it's just a natural conversation. They're just talking and going through it, showing the balances, showing the debt and stuff, and then he helps them come up with a budget at the end. And it's just very interesting. I like seeing it. I like seeing everybody's situations, and especially during this, you know, this period of time where inflation is just insane. Everything is so expensive. I feel like I've talked about this, I've touched on it. Everything has gone up, and let me just say, I am so glad we started saving for Christmas in like March, April this year, and we have Christmas saved, because I don't know how we would do it if we didn't, because it's just so much. And then we have like all the birthdays afterwards, and then the baby's due in January, and it is a lot, and like thinking about it is overwhelming. And So we have learned over the years to start saving for Christmas extremely early, because I mean, we save it for it early, but then you can also use your tax return and just put that money aside and save for it. And it's just, it's so hard. It's so crazy nowadays how expensive everything is. I was talking to one of my friends about it. I mean, I feel like all of our utilities have increased. Everything just keeps going up, and I'm over it. And it's like, how are people supposed to survive? I think I was watching a different finance channel, and these people had 2 kids, and they were paying $3,000 a month for daycare. Granted, they lived in like a higher income area, but I was like, holy crap, that is insanity. $3,000 a month. I mean, I get it, because like you want to pay the people well that watch your kids, but most daycare workers like around here and stuff don't make a lot of money. Like in Ohio, I've had my best friend worked at a daycare. I've known a couple of other people have worked at daycares, and they make anywhere from $9 to $10 an hour. It's just like, that's not a lot. You can't live off of that now with how expensive everything is. And if you do, like, you probably have some roommates, or you're really good at budgeting and saving, because it would just be so hard. I think back to that, and yeah, it's just crazy. I know I'm on a rant, but it's just insane how expensive everything is. It really is. I need to see what I look like in this camera. I don't know why the spot is coming up like that, because it doesn't look like that on the mirror. The reason why I brought up Christmas is because we're starting Christmas shopping already, especially with me being pregnant. We're starting it in October. It's just really hard to, you know, because I do show, this might be my last year showing my video of what I got my kids for Christmas, just because Savannah is getting older, even though she doesn't have unfeathered access to YouTube. I got so many comments last year. Everyone's like, well, now they know what they got. And I'm like, my kids do not watch, you know, they do not have unfiltered access to regular YouTube. Like, everything is monitored. And they're like, oh, kids are smarter than that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, my kid at the time was 4, so I can, you know, watch and all that. Like, I don't know, some people say crazy SHIT on the internet, and it just drove me nuts. So this might be the last year I do it. But you know, I think about that too, but also there's so much wrapping. Like, we have more than just our kids to buy for. We have parents, we are in, you know, drawings, we have grandparents, cousins, godkids, all that. Like, we just, that's why we start saving really early, because unless Christmas would be seriously so stressful. I mean, it is stressful, but it would be way more stressful, and we wouldn't be able to enjoy it. And so that's why we have learned over the years to start saving so early, so it's not as stressful as a time period. Like, we don't have to worry about that part of it, because we saved for that part of it, we anticipated it, but we, you know, other things just stress about at the time, getting all the things you want to get done, scheduling, trying to see everybody for all the different Christmases, not on Christmas Day, but throughout the month, doing the activities we want to do, the decorating, which I get done early, and I do it early. I get comments, but I decorate early because we have so many Christmases where we start like the beginning of December, and it's like, I would rather have my stuff decorated before Thanksgiving, before everything gets crazy, because of all of the events. Oh my god, I have indigestion so bad. Woo, excuse me. Seeing all the family, you know, just kind of going through all of that, I prefer that. I don't know how this got into literally just talking about Christmas, but I'm just thinking about it because I'm trying to like get my ideas in my head, you know, for the kids and other people, and, you know, trying to think, you know, I've had ideas, but like really fine tune them, figure it out. And, you know, I ask the kids here or there, or we'll be like watching something, or I'll just be scrolling on Amazon and Savannah will sit beside me, and I'll just let her like see, or I don't know, different thing. Basically, my big tip is to start saving for Christmas early. I know this is coming out late because it's October, but that is my biggest tip, because then we have Savannah's birthday in January, and then we have Zach's birthday the week after that, and then we have Navy's week and a half after that, and And then the new baby is going to be born in January, and so that's like another birthday on top of that, plus other family birthdays, and so it just like just adds on, and it's craziness, and it can be a lot. And so that's why we try to plan for all of it ahead, which I know then you get into the discussion of, you know, if you're already planning for the next Christmas right after it happens, and how is that fun? And you just gotta figure out what works best for you, especially us being a sole one income family. I do make an income online, but we do not add that into our expenses because it's just what is the word, it's all over the place. That's the word for it. It is all over the place, and so we use that to help like pay off extra things, or to like purchase extra things, or like if the kids want to do extra, like Savannah's gonna do, you know, this thing, and so we do that, or like we're gonna go see Bluey at the end of the month, so that paid for that, you know what I mean, like just stuff like that. So we use that as extra. Or when I get my hair done, I will be getting my hair done, oh god, I gotta look at the calendar, I think I get my hair done in November or December, and so I save for that. I save for all of the things, so then like when the time comes, then we have that and it's good. And I really don't know how this whole video, this whole get ready with me, is about budget and finances. Probably because I just finished watching a Caleb Hammer financial audit, and I did my bills and stuff. So it's like in my head, me thinking about that. And I just find that stuff so interesting, and I don't know, I guess not reassuring, but I guess reassuring that we're just all like in the same boat. Like we're all going through it because of all the changes, all the insanity, and it's just nuts to me. Like I got gas today in my van. I had 1 bar left. I think I mentioned that, and I had 40 miles still empty. It was $3.39, and I had to fill up. It was like $55. I just think that's crazy. I don't know. I guess because I'm thinking back to like the $2 gas and price, and I'm like, you know, that is a lot. My hair is a disaster. I will be curling it. Now all you hear is the dogs drinking water. Dog mom life, let me tell you. Mom life, dog mom life, all the things. Oh gosh, but I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. Let's talk about finances and Christmas and stuff, but I blame watching that and like then doing bills and having that on my mind, because it's just like how I think and what my mind was on today. And yeah, it's just, let me know what you guys do. That's what I'm curious. Like, when do you start saving for Christmas? Or do you like already have a Christmas fund? Do you do it beforehand? Like, do you just have it? Or like, I just want to know all the things with that, because like I said, I find that so interesting. Like, that's why I watch the financial audits, because you're seeing people's, you know, finances, like their daily life, like their regular spending all the time. Because, you know, you can watch the Dave Ramsey podcast and someone will call and be like, oh, I have like $155,000 in student loan, blah, 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 which that is giving some of the picture. But like these financial audits I watch give the full picture. Like, you're seeing their checking account, you know, not like their important, like, you know, like account numbers and stuff, but you're seeing like what they spend. Like, you're seeing the Netflix, the Amazon, the Hulu, the Amazon, the getting gas, the picking up little things here or there, the drive-through. Like, you're just seeing all of the little expenses and how they add up. And, you know, the person saying, oh, well, I just started last month, or I'm starting this month, or, you know, I have a real problem with that, or realizing. And it's just really interesting. I highly recommend watching it, because it's just really good, and it gets you thinking about yourself and your finances and your budget and all of that. And so I really do, I'm like, whew, I really do recommend that, though. It's a good channel to watch if you want, you know, to just change something. But yeah, let me know about your guys' like Christmas plan. I'm just very curious, and I'm also curious how you guys make it work if you're a one income family as well. I have touched on this on my channel in older videos, and I've talked about, you know, like we have the budget with the groceries, we cook a lot, we eat out, once a month. That has changed since becoming pregnant. I would say we eat out probably twice a month now, just because I do crave it. However, we haven't in the last couple weeks because I'm over my favorite Mexican place because I threw that up later that night, and we haven't had pizza from the place that we have because I'm over that as well. So we haven't been eating out at all. We've just been cooking at home all the time, which is good for the budget, good for our bodies as well, but good for the budget. And so, you know, you just adjust that and stuff. But with the one income thing, like the sole one income, like relying on the sole income, like anticipating nothing else is coming, even though I do have stuff coming. And so that does help with the extra things like paying off debt, or like I said, going to go see Bluey, or getting my hair done, or helping pay like with the medical bills for the baby, stuff like that. But I'm just always curious how people do it, like how much of a budget, you know, like do you have used cars? You know, like we have used cars, but we also have like a new van, so we do have a payment on that, and you know, just things like that. And then the Christmas thing, like thinking about how much, you know, you save, when do you start saving in advance, and birthdays. And I just find that stuff really interesting, hence why this video is about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a great weekend, because this is gonna be posting after the weekend. And I'm gonna go do my hair now and see if Navy is up from her nap. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys would like to see more. If you want to know more information, I might put that, I will. I'm going to put that YouTube channel down there for you guys. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.